Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Jollz. I'm a Valorant player, and after playing Valorant, I usually watch videos submitted by Twitch viewers on my stream almost every day. I stream all of this on Twitch, so come hang out. The link's going to be in the description box below. Be sure to subscribe and comment down below which videos I should react to. Lastly, you can check out all my other content by clicking the channels button on my YouTube page. We are going for World Domination. Other than that, enjoy the video. Okay, it is time for Am I the Asshole? All right, so basically how this is going to work, I'm just going to be reading a story, and then you guys have to decide whether they're an asshole or not. Very straightforward. We're gonna have a poll for it, so let's get into it. Am I the asshole for getting a tattoo my mother hates and takes as a personal attack? All right, here we go. I, male 38, have a lot of tattoos. It's just something I like. My mom hates each and every one. My mom, 61, loves me and I love her. She does, however, have the most annoying hobby on the world. Loves asking me questions that I have no way of knowing the answer to. For example, this summer I came to my cousin's, female, 24, wedding. I have not seen my cousin in 7 years. I live on a different state, but she asked me how my cousin met her fiance. I literally only knew about the wedding because my mom told me. I will tell my mom that my son, 12, is out at a friend's house for the night. She will ask me where my son's friend's parents went to school. Those aren't even the most extreme examples. The worst was when she asked me how my sister got pregnant, since her and her husband were using the Nuva ring for birth control. Like, how the f would I know? So I told her if she kept asking me questions like that, I was going to tattoo the words "no say" on my forearm. That is Spanish for I don't know. Well, she asked about my brother-in-law's shoe size a week ago. I saw her today and my arm had the Saniderm on it from a fresh tattoo. So she shuddered, crossed herself, and asked why I defiled my body. She got a sept and called me a pendejo sin vergüenza, basically a shameless idiot. And now she is mad at me for decorating my body to make a childish point and embarrass her. I said that I told her hundreds of times to please stop asking me questions that I have no way of answering. She said that she was just making conversation. I think she finally gets the point, but my dad called me and said I was an asshole for permanently marking my body to make my mom think before asking me a question. Am I the asshole? It's like petty, but I don't think that they're necessarily an asshole. I think it's very funny. What do you guys think? At the end of the day, it's his body, right? And if like he constantly told her to stop doing that and she just didn't, I think that's on her. I mean, this is a pretty one-way thing. Next up, am I the asshole for not tattooing my stepson's name on my arm with my kid's name? Ooh, what a title. I'm 36 male. My wife is 35 female. I have 2 kids from my first marriage, 9 male and 7 female. I have been married to my wife for 4 years. We have a 1 female daughter. She has a 8-month son from her first marriage. The kids all live with us. My kid's mother's has visitations 1 weekend a month. Her son's dad isn't involved at all. Oh, from her wife's side. Okay. I have the names of my oldest 2 kids tattooed on my arm. I just recently added the name of my youngest daughter. My wife and I were talking about that tattoo, and she asked me if I'll tattoo my stepson's name in the same round as our daughter's. Oh, I told her I have no intention of tattooing his name. She was shocked and asked me why. I said I only have the names of my children tattooed. She said I was excluding her son, and he is part of this family too. I refused to tattoo his name and proceeded to only tattoo my daughter's name. Wife called me all sorts of things. This is a hard one. This is a hard one because, like, I can understand that you only want to tattoo your biological kids, right, onto your name, which makes sense. But also, by doing that, you're excluding the stepson. You know what I mean? And that might feel him excluded. So it makes him feel bad. I mean, if the kid was reasonable, he would understand that it's like, okay, it's a blood-related thing. That's why he's doing it. But most kids probably don't do that. Let's see what you guys are thinking here. This is torn. So they are the asshole, huh? 27 of you guys said yeah. This is tough because, like, you exclude the kid, but also you would only want to tattoo your biological kids, right? It's like, it's blood, right? But what happens if you guys do divorce, right? Then you just have like a random name. Like, imagine they split. Now your ex-wife takes your stepson away from you, right? Like, and then you just don't see him anymore. You just have the stepkid's name. It's bad. Let's see what the Reddit comments say. You're the asshole. You've been a father figure to him half of his life. Poor boy will probably be shattered when he realizes you don't actually see him as yours. True. It is heartbreaking for the kid. No, I absolutely agree. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a hard one. This is the first one that I'm like, I don't know, man. Because I actually see this. It's like, whether they're blood related or not, that is your kid. Like, if you're raising a kid, that kid is yours. The same way with the, like, if you adopt a kid and you raise that kid is yours. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I get that. But also it's, if it was an adopted kid, I would understand. But like, what would happen if they divorce? and the wife takes the kid, the parent wouldn't have custody unless he illegally adopted the kid. Like the dad could literally like not ever see that kid again if the wife wanted to. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of, I don't know, man. This is actually a really hard one. I actually think it's that he ended up getting the daughter's name. I think that was the mistake. I actually think he's the asshole because he got the daughter's name tattooed. Like if he just kept the old siblings and then just didn't do more, that would be fine. But the fact that he got the tattoo of the new kid's name, that's so he should have done nothing, and that would have been the fix. Am I the asshole for calling my ex at 2 a.m. and asking him to come comfort our daughter and asking him to cancel his vacation? Uh-oh. Our daughter got sick while on vacation with her dad a few months ago, and now whenever she's upset, she wants a specific parent to comfort her, and it's impossible to get her to calm down if you're not the parent she wants. A few nights ago, she woke up at 2 a.m. after having a nightmare and wanted her dad. We are separated and don't live together, so I did try to calm her down myself first, but she was getting more and more distressed. Eventually, I caved and called my ex and asked him if he could come over to comfort her. He came over and managed to get her back to sleep, but because she was sleeping on him, he didn't want to move in case he woke her up again. He asked me to wake him up by 8 a.m. as he was supposed to be leaving for a vacation with his girlfriend a few hours later. I asked him to not go because I was worried our daughter would want him while he was away. After discussing it, he agreed not to. A few hours after he left, the girlfriend calls me as she was upset. I asked him to come over at 2 a.m. and because he canceled their vacation at the last minute because of me, she told me I was acting like a jealous ex-wife and accused me of using our daughter to control my ex, which isn't true. I don't know. I feel like this isn't the full story, and I feel like there's some moving parts here that aren't really mentioned. I don't think it was as simple as, hey, come over 2 a.m. kind of deal. But listen, if he said that he had a vacation to go in the morning, he comforted her that night, why would you convince him not to go on vacation in case she has another? No, she's an asshole. She's definitely an asshole for this. I think this parent is controlled by their kid a little bit. He could have said no, but I don't feel like it was as simple as like, oh yeah, no worries. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the dad was just like, no worries, I'll just get my vacation, all good, and then go home. Like, I don't think that's what, I really don't think that's how this happened. I really think it was like some guilt tripping involved. I don't think a grown man should cancel a vacation over a nightmare. That's what I'm saying. That's kind of fucked up. You gotta keep in mind, dude, when kids are like this, it's because of the parents. It's not the kid's fault ever. It's the parents' fault. It's both of their faults why the kid ended up that way. It's a kid. The kid doesn't know. They just learn what they're taught. That's how it works. It's the parents' fault for raising the kid to be spoiled this way. The kid is spoiled, yes, but it's on them, really. All right, let's see what they said here. Your daughter needs to learn that you are her father, can always be available, better sooner than later. So yes, for me, you're the asshole. You knew your ex was going on vacation with this GF and you still called him at 2 a.m. You took the easy way for you, made things more difficult for your ex, and it did not help your daughter to become somewhat more independent. Fair. I feel like calling him at 2 a.m. isn't the worst thing. Like, I generally don't think this was that bad. I think what was bad was convincing your ex to not go on the vacation in the morning. I think that's what was. All right. Interesting.